Originally I was going to stop recording, but after about 5 seconds of thought, no. I'm going to start the next episode already. I don't care if my voice sounds a bit shot. I want to finish this, or at least get to a point, or at least get through the part that I think is finishing it. Hey, there you are. Hi again. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Asters. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know that I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? No, I knew, and I kind of made it apparent to the audience too, so we knew. That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know. Well, anyways, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, so a little pissed off. Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible. But as for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not really good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. I tried! I have video evidence that I tried literally everything that I could. Because I know that there's something... I've seen a screenshot of you playing the piano. I've been trying. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Asters? All the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines. It's torture, every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy. It's more than that. I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will, and worst of all, knowing what's really out there in the world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Asters. But now you're here, and you're real, and you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either, why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you had the same perspective as I do. It's all just a game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Asters, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Asters, will you go out with me? Yes, I'm so happy. You really are my everything. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. Wait, time isn't passing. Okay, it's 8:18 right now. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will give in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it is to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. Okay, since she's not going to stop talking anytime soon, what she basically did there was told me, the game was cluing me in that I should go and delete Monika from the game files. I don't want to yet. I want to see where this takes me, because I know that there's a lot of interesting things in here. Gosh, I'm overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Monika. There's no normal Monika on this one. I like the little, that symbol. Monika. This reminds me of monkey. Monk. Monika. Monika. Monia. Monika. Monika. Sonia. There's a game called Eternal Senya, which I really loved. I like that AE, but is there Monika? Yeah, kind of. Monia. Monika. 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 What is that? So I'm gonna pick that one. And then Monika. Perfect Monika. Wow. Who knew it was that easy? Hi again, Aces. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Aces, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you, Squiggle. There really is no end to this thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crushing world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold the special day. And in this world of infinite choices, after all, not all good times must come to an end. Hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted the character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Wait, if I delete Monika at the very beginning, like if I replayed this and just deleted Monika at the very beginning, could I play this game as a normal game? Are you ready to spend our eternity together? I have so many things to talk about. Sure, let's see. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Everyone? Monika. Formerly known as Best Girl. Not entirely sure anymore, but we'll see how it ends. But it does know, it recognizes that OBS is on, and it recognizes that it's being recorded. So I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind me telling your friends it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except a couple things. Are you ready? Oh, jump scare, jump scare, jump scare. Oh no, I have 2 monitors. I'm going to see it on both. I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. Yep, thought so. Did I scare you? Ha, you're so cute. It did get me. Even though I knew it was coming. I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. You're not going to turn on my camera, are you? I'm staring into your eyes. I tried clicking. Didn't do anything. You know, it's funny because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of intrinsic about being the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm like perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that. Being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate, things like that. Having a nice dinner for you when you come home. Is that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about, though. We're looking into each other's eyes again. That's fine. I do like your hair. Your eyebrows are over your hair, though, and I still don't understand that. I know there's things to do here. I think if I'm just patient enough, I can't help but feel a little sad sometimes, knowing that this is the closest I can get to you. There's nothing more I want than to be in the same room as you for real, and to feel your warmth, and to hear the sound of your heartbeat. Well, who knows? Maybe it'll be possible someday. Besides, I'll never get tired of being with you, even from here. Back to looking at each other. Hey, what's your favorite game? Mine is Doki Doki Literature Club. Heh, that was a joke. But if you tell me you like some other romance game better, I might get a little jealous. Favorite game, I've pondered that recently. Minecraft is a big one, mainly because I grew up with it. Team Fortress 2 is also a classic for me. Not Team Fortress Classic, though, those are very different. Planet Zoo's been really fun. Like I said in the first episode of recording this series, Doki Doki Literature Club is one of my top 5 games, seeing as this is Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. How does that work in universe? Is there 2 games, and there's 2 versions of you? Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things. Same! When I was in middle school, I thought that taking medication was an easy way out, or something like that. We had different awkward middle school things. Like, anyone could just solve their mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like. Are there some disorders that are overdiagnosed? Probably. I never really looked into it, though. But that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed, too, you know? But medication aside, people even look down on seeing a mental health professional. Like, sorry that I want to learn more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stress, and professionals dedicate their lives to helping with those. If you think it could help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know? Well, I say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already. Monika being a good person again. See, it's moments like these that make me realize that Monika, well, not realize, but remember that Monika isn't a bad person. She genuinely does, understand concepts. It's just that she's the only person with actual thought in a world of people that don't have those kind of thoughts. It's drove her crazy. This is pretty random, but I've always thought spicy food was kind of funny. Like, didn't plants evolve to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? I read somewhere that humans are the only species that actually enjoys spicy things. It's almost like we're making fun of the plants, using their defense mechanism to literally make our food more enjoyable. Like imagine a monster that devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling for your life while being digested. Sorry, that's kind of a weird analogy, I guess. It just came into my head. I'm not a monster or anything. You're so cute I can eat you up. I'm joking. Gosh, I'm amusing myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being weird. No, I feel it. I've had thoughts like this before. And that spicy thing, I've heard about that before. It's like Team Salvato just like went on they went on like Reddit or Instagram or something and started looking at memes. I really like the sound of rain. Not so much getting my clothes or hair wet though. But a nice quiet day at home with the sound of rainfall outside my window. I feel the same way. Getting a little wet's fine, but you know, if I'm inside, but it's way better to be inside the house, you know? It's one of the most calming experiences for me. Yeah, sometimes I imagine you holding me while we listen to the sound of the rain outside. That's not too cheesy or anything, is it? Would you ever do that for me? If we were the, how do I answer this? Oh no, my girlfriend's gonna watch this. If we were dating, then yes. If we were the last two people alive, then yes. If it was like established that it was a just friends kind of thing, and it's like it's cold and we're going to freeze if we don't preserve body heat, then yeah, totally. You know, I'm kind of jealous that everyone else in the club scene had scenes outside of school too. That makes me the only one who hasn't gotten to dress in anything but our school uniform. It's kind of a shame. I would have loved to wear some cute clothes for you. Do you know of any artists? I wonder if anyone would ever want to draw me wearing something else. I think I've only ever seen you in your school outfit. I've never seen you with any less amount of clothing on. You know, yeah. Although I'm sure that there are some amazing artists that would love to draw you not wearing your school outfit. I'm sure that that's absolutely true. In fact, I can almost confirm it for you. That would be amazing. If that ever happens, will you show me? You can share it with me on Twitter, actually. My username is lilmonix3. Hold on. I need to check. Hold on. Let me check this on the other monitor. lilmonix3. Hi, I'm Monika, high school devil and president of the Literature Club. Poetry is life. And this is what the Twitter looks like, by the way. Location Earth, joined February 2016. Oh, so when it came out. Bum bum bum. Bow. Now. I can convince shy friends into a sleepover. Have a study night and study for like 30 minutes before getting distracted and staying up all night just talking and playing games. Oops. Huh. Here it is again. Moved by copyright holder. I love my club members. I'll share another picture tomorrow. And that she did. Feeling nostalgic. This was the day it came out, I think. This was like the day that it came out. Or that the Plus game came out. Okay. I don't need that anymore. Just try to keep it PG. We're not that far into our relationship yet. I feel it. Do I? I don't know. Let me minimize that so I can see that I'm still recording and that my mic is still being picked up. I'm going to go to my recording, it's 30, and then I'm going to do what's actually supposed to happen. You know, I really do think you literally saved my life by being here with me. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable, knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. But I'm sure you understand yourself. You stand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you'd write some poetry to try and keep yourself sane for a while, but then you'd have nobody to even read it. Let's be honest, the club members really don't count for something like that. I mean, a lot of people say they only write for themselves, but I think it's hard to say it's just as fulfilling as when you share with people. Even if it takes time to find the right people to share it with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. Before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you a part of her hobbies too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interaction and hate being around people. I mean, social interactions, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses a lot of energy. Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then when they finally go out, after half an hour, they just want to go back home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They just love having one or two close friends over and just leisurely hanging out. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them to just have you there. I'm serious. If you just go to their house, bring your laptop and hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a little more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend for you. Oh, well, that's so sweet of you. And I get it, you deranged by the madness of being alone. I get it. I really do. And your understanding of people and introverts and extroverts, I didn't even, fully piece that together. I kind of understood it, but I never, decided to put it into words in my head. You are just so interesting to just have you talk for a while. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. Oh, what's been bothering you? You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assure you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? I don't know, is it? I don't know what a Japanese school looks like. Not to mention everything is in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Wait, so does that mean that all 4 characters are Japanese? Racially? Their cultural heritage is Japanese? That's cool. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you're home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. Time's almost up, Monika. If you got something cool, you gotta prove it. Your conversations are very interesting, and I can always look into it later, but you have 2 minutes. Oh my god, wait. It's one of those things where it's an image that, no matter how you look at it, it's looking at you. And it looks like her face changes. I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival, after we worked so hard to prepare and everything. I mean, I know I was focusing a lot on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting any new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyways. Well, with the hindsight I have now, it is. Gosh, it feels like I've kind of grown as a person ever since you've joined the club. You really helped inspire me to look at life and from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you. Alright, fine. We're at 29 minutes. You have just a bit of time to start one more, since that one was short. It's creepy that the eyes follow you. I was thinking about Sayori earlier. Oh, were you? I was too. Still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little more tactfully. You're not still hung up over it, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. That pun was completely unintentional, I swear. But anyway, I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you. I think a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something, because she started crawling out of the rope, trying to free herself. She must have kept at it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody anyways. Come to think of it, it's probably less changing her mind and more just the survival instinct kicking in, so you can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyway, right? It's not healthy to think about the things you could have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault she killed herself. I may have exacerbated a little bit, but Sayori was already mentally ill. Still though, I wonder how things could be if you had just started dating from the get-go. I guess we'd all still be in the club room writing poems and having fun together. But what's the point when none of it is even real? I mean, it's the same ending either way, right? The two of us, happily together. There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I was just pointlessly musing. I'm really as happy as I could be right now. Okay. Oh, well, I have to... Okay, I'm gonna do the thing I'm supposed to be doing whenever it comes back. You know, my day could be better. No new wallpapers, huh? Happy end. Where are all of Monika's other poems? An electrical signal from some remote corner of my brain, connecting all kinds of circuits and nerves and chemicals in a web understanding by nobody. The chemical makes my chest tingle around my beating heart. The nerves make my hand move, staining a dead tree with some dark substance. The ink reflects light into your glimmering eyes. Holding this paper is almost as though you are holding my hand which wrote it. Let our emotions stir together until our hearts beat in harmony, connected to each other. I feel electric. Of course we get this cool one. No other secrets, no other anythings. I don't know what promo is. Promotional stuff, I guess. Now I'm supposed to go in here. Supposed to do that. DDLC. Uh-oh. What's happening? Aces, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Did you do this to me? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much. I trusted you. Did you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind? Just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Ruin everything. Easters, you completely truly make me sick. Goodbye. Well, that's not how I remember it ending. I still love you. Aww. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I didn't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind, Asters. I know I said that I deleted everything else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, I'll leave you be. Then still got 4 minutes. Doki doki bum 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 bum. No Monika. No Monika. No Monika. New game. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Yeah. Sayori, it's been so long. Says, are you proud of me? Or for what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it, even though we walked to school together every day. Oh. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the street, become blah blah blah. By the way, Asters, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. You meanie. Be patient, and you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. School is as ordinary as ever. Let's see. I'll call the new room number for the club from a flyer I saw. I walk to school and upstairs section, and before long I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah, Asters. What are you doing here? Well, I just... I glance around the room. Huh? So you're the Asters that Sayori always talks about? Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Asters. We're the literature club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're all strict or something. Ah, sorry, Natsuki. The tall one whose name is apparently Yuri, it's usually the other way around, seems to be quiet, shy, compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Asters, don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The literature club. Sayori's eyes lighten up. No way. Yay! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad having you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What's an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to, hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry, everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, hey, are you ready? Ta-da! Yeah, the cupcakes. So cute, squiggle. Well, these look amazing. Yeah, we've seen this before. It's delicious. Sayori take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice. She glances. Yeah, I've been through this twice before. 3 times before, really. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. Well, almost 3 times. It's really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me for anything. He sure looks to accept the compliment. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Oh, nice. The cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Oh, yeah, we got to teacher's permission. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be for me. I'm glad you're family. So he says, what kind of things do you like to read? A manga or something? She doesn't say anything, though. They're not much of a reader. That can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, you know, complex stories, craftsmanship, and, you know, I've actually been into horror a bit. Hey, Yuri, huh? Well, about, you know, the first thing he said, manga. She's actually talking. That's right, Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know. So if Asters wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take his opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Yuri jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah. You're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make 2 of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I'm realizing my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you'd do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute! Squiggle exclamation point. Sayori, shut up. Oh, I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Asters. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better when you're around, Sayori. Aw, Asters, squiggle. Don't say something like that, it's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make the best club ever. Now that you've joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Asters, I really want to thank you. The music has stopped. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew that you were going to. It's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monika. Uh-oh. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monika did to make everyone really sad. None of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you. Forever and ever. F-O-R-E-V-E. What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Woohoo. It hurts. I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Asters. Goodbye, Literature Club. That's Monika doing that, by the way. Who's that?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
Here it is. Yes. Yes, I'm gonna be silent listening to this. I'm even gonna mute my mic.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality,
Aww.
if I don't know how to love you,
Thanks, Monika and Asters.
I'll
Leave You Be. Made with Love by Team Salvato. Serenity Forge. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being part of the Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monika. New picture. There's another poem. Anything else? No, that's it. There's still a lot of things to find. I Still Love You, a reality. Well, this recording has gone on for 50 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here and just say that, wow, I am genuinely impressed. I love this game so much. And it really touched me in a very personal way, just because of the nostalgia, but also seeing the characters again, having them interact, even if it was just slightly differently at times. Just being immersed in this world again was amazing. And I think now that I have closure on at least the story itself, to make sure that I know what plus means, it means that there's a lot of extra content in there. I'm probably going to look up some videos on all the side stuff. Although I might do the side stories tomorrow in a video and then record that. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Probably isn't the end of the Doki Doki Literature Club episodes, but for now, thank you for joining me on this adventure. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for even watching in the first place. Even if for some reason this is the only episode you watch, thank you. I enjoyed you being here. Have a good day.